I'm going back to the Central Waters.
I mean, the Central Waters actually
Took
tastes
it right out of my hand.
Welcome back to A Beer in Review. This is it, the grand finale of the Red.
Yes, and we're gonna kind of do a final taste testing and figure out where each beer stands. We have previously scored them, but it'll be really interesting to try them side by side by side.
Yeah, again, real quick, if you haven't watched the previous reviews, go back, watch them. This will make a little bit more sense. Scores, as far as I'm concerned, are 39, 39, 36, 28. And as far as you're concerned...
Mine would be 39, 36, 35. So,
28.
Yeah, 28. We agree on the 28 and the 39. It's just these two. Could be switched in a...
And it's only because of the Johnny Red.
Yes, basically that changed our lineup, our ranking.
And it's just because of the Johnny Red. We differed on opinion on that and how it tasted and whatnot. So let's get right into it.
Let's taste things.
See if this guy explodes because it likes to...
If it does, it does. We've got a tablecloth. It did not! Wow.
It still does like a slow...
A slow buildup of head.
Slow buildup. All right.
I'm just going to duke it out between these two.
These two or these two?
I'm going to go with the Central Waters at first. I want to see if this is really...
Oh, easy there, bud. You got to do a lot of tasting of these.
Good aroma. Good aroma. Caramely, kind of sweet, but a little bit maybe toasty in that. The light color, got a little redness to it, but not much, so maybe that's...
It's pretty tasty. It's pretty tasty. Man, that Johnny, though, man, it's a little bit peartier, a little bit maltier, and I kind of like that.
I'll grab this Johnny, and I'm going to chase it and see if I was wrong. It's darker. It's definitely darker, so I can see where you're getting that malt.
Come on, you got to taste these two next to each other. The Johnny Red and the Inaugural. Johnny Red's way better.
Okay, I will... Well, I'm tasting the Inaugural next.
I don't think my opinion's going to change on this Killian's. What are you on? You on the Johnny?
I'm still on the Johnny. I think I just had to kind of spend a little time on it. Questioning myself, maybe.
Get reintroduced.
It's
Johnny.
good. It's good.
This is Germs.
I will say that I like the Central better. The Ouisconsing.
I don't know why I nodded, because I'm thinking...
You like the Johnny better, maybe?
Man, this Killian's isn't tasting that bad anymore, man. Taste the Inaugural. I mean, you're going slow on these. You gotta kind of taste them next to each other.
I had to recheck out the Johnny Blood Red, and
Blood Red.
I think I'd bump its score a little bit, but I'm gonna have to taste this Inaugural Red.
Yeah, get on that Inaugural Red, son. Because I'm saying the Johnny Red's better than that.
Ah, that's got a really sweet. This has got a really sweet.
The Inaugural, man.
Sweet aroma. You get that? It's a little bit of toasty.
It's flowery, man. It smells like if you drive by a large commercial brewery.
Molasses. It smells like molasses.
Fermenty. Yes. Molasses. That's what that is. That's what that is.
Smells like molasses.
Because I did one of those do-it-yourself beer kits, and you have to melt the molasses. That's exactly what that is.
Yeah. Okay. We're getting the same thing. I'd maybe bump the Johnny's flavor up a little bit and maybe downgrade that. If we'd had them in a different order, I think I might have placed the Johnny differently. But I think it might just be because I like this Central a little better. But I definitely wouldn't rate this over that.
Now that I know what it is, that's all I can taste. And I don't like that.
I can't really go back to the previous reviews and just change what I did, but...
no, I mean...
I'd be willing to bump...
The scores are set. The scores are what they are.
Yeah, but in retrospect, I'd probably boost the Johnny Red up a little bit. I think the issue was, I tasted this, we tasted the Central Waters, and then we tasted the Johnny. I think I just liked the Central Waters a little better. And then the fact that they were kind of piggybacked may have...
Yeah, could have hurt it. Because if we had the Johnny right after the Inaugural...
I probably would have liked the Johnny.
Or the Johnny right after the Killian's, it probably would have scored higher on your end. My Johnny's tied the top score. So I was tasting the good stuff right away, man. I wouldn't have tied it
with the Central Waters. But I would definitely swap the Inaugural and the Irish Johnny. The Inaugural I scored at...
the Johnny Red?
I scored at 36 out of 50, and I scored the Johnny Blood Red at 35 out of 50. I think I'd probably flip-flop those. I'd end up giving probably the Johnny Blood Red a few more points in flavor, and probably maybe subtracting a little bit from the Inaugural. The Inaugural's not bad.
I can't remember which one I put in this now. I have no idea which beer I'm drinking.
Figure it out by your taste buds.
I think it's the Central Waters.
I think you're right. The Killian's taste a little better this time, and I don't know why.
Maybe it's because we're getting drunk.
That's probably it. Okay, I'm going back to the Central Waters.
I mean, the Central Waters actually
took it right out of my hand.
Tastes a little soapy.
Getting soap out of it?
Yeah.
How are you getting soap out of it?
We know what the score is. The scores were set with differing opinion on the Johnny Red. Now, I'm going to rearrange these on how I see these personally, taste-wise.
Ooh. Oh. That's
so
cold.
From best to worst, personally, that's where I'm sitting.
I'm going to snatch this out of here again. Skylar can explain his reasoning.
Oh, I just don't like this molasses flavor. Once you brought it to my attention what that was, that's all I taste. That is it. There is nothing else except for that molasses.
Could it be this can is different than the other?
I
did not catch that. I did not catch that flavor before, but I did notice it was sweeter, and that's definitely something I noticed with the aroma and the flavor. But I didn't pick up that molasses before. Then again, we've had a few tastes. Maybe that changed our taste.
Man, I thought there was something there, but now I can't even fucking remember. Sitting right now with the beers that we opened and tasting them side by side. This one's going in last. That Killian's is tasting way better than it did before. Maybe we got a bad can.
It's possible.
And, oh man, this is close, but I gotta give it to the Johnny Blood.
Okay, I'm gonna do a quick one after this.
Yeah, do yours.
No, I'm just gonna quick taste these last two.
It is like a weird soapiness with that one, and I don't like it. And I like the malty thickness of that one.
Okay, I'm gonna rearrange it to my standards.
Right. Now onto yours, and then where you're sitting with things. It's gonna vary quite a bit, I imagine, than mine.
To me, these are tied.
Oh,
so
okay.
you could have put this one here. I mean, I don't.
Wow, you're even spacing them out, like, and stuff.
This one, I like the Ouisconsing quite a bit better. I wouldn't say quite a bit better than Johnny Blood, but there is a noticeable difference for me. I get better flavors from this, but I would say these two are over here. These are both very drinkable beers, but I think these two are by far and away over here. But I do like the Ouisconsing better than the Johnny Blood Red.
Well, shit, there you have it. That's where we came in on things.
So you take your winner, I'll take my winner. Because I would say this is my winner.
Okay.
And you would say that's your winner. Well, I'm going to finish it too, then. If you insist.
All right. Well, you know what? You can have your loser, and I'll have my loser. Because there's no way in hell I'm drinking any more of that shit. All right, man. Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh, look at that color, though, dude.
This is lighter.
Look at that red, man. Look at that red.
Yeah, this looks a little more orange.
What do we give a appearance on that? The Central Waters? Yeah, that got a 2. There's a reason that got a 2.
Well, it got a 2, but a 2 out of 3 versus a 3 out of 3, there's not a lot of weight on the appearance. There's not a lot.
Look at that color, though, bro.
That looks orange to me.
Look at that color.
That's
that is
color.
A good fucking red
very
color.
Clear.
Yeah,
It
yours
seems
is
more
very cloudy. Why is that so cloudy?
Maybe there's a little bit of leaving in the bottle. It's possible. As we leave you, we're going to give you one last cheers.
Cheers. Thanks for watching. Come back for more. There'll be more.
This has been a beer and review.
Yes, beer and review, the Red series. Cheers.
Cheers. Yeah, that's really molassesy.
It's overpowering.
It does not. The last one did not taste like that. I would have picked it.
Okay, so that's a bad can.